This is All India Radio. You're listening to Horizon. Today's episode is The Tolly Spirit of the New Normal. Both.
So there are a set of questions or the set of answers which I have. Firstly, the changes which has happened in the shooting premises or the shooting pattern or the entire way the shot is done. Yes, there are certain changes, there are certain safety measures which we are following. Like the actors have to maintain around a 3 feet to 4 feet distance. Physical touching is not allowed, which is very difficult because actors are very instinctive. There, most of the scenes needs the hands or whatever. There can be scenes of hugging or there can be scenes of certain intimacy between the various characters, which is not there right now. It is just based on expressions and like the way you speak and the dialogue interaction. But see, the best part is at least we are working. None of us are sitting back. We are being able to entertain people. We are at least providing some kind of happiness, some kind of drift to people through entertainment in this very tensed and very sort of depressed situation where there's so many sad news and so many wrong incidents which are happening around due to corona, the COVID-19. So there are a lot of changes. And see, the maximum number of artists who can be present in the flow is 6. You cannot exceed that. Artist. The limitation for the number of technicians also in the floor. So these kind of changes are being made. Before getting into a shot, we are using hand sanitizers and our entire dress and everything is sanitized. Wherever we are sitting, everything is like sanitized. Until and unless we are going for the shot, going for the scene, we are wearing masks. There are a lot of changes, I think, but the changes are for good because this is for our precaution, this is for the betterment. Sitting back and just waiting for a never-ending process, a never-ending phenomenon, I don't think that's a very practical or positive approach to this entire scenario. Rather being very, very careful, working, and the kind of work we are into, we're able to provide a bit of stress relief to people. So we are working. I hope everybody is safe on both sides of the camera, like we on this side and you people on the other side. Eat clear, eat clean so that immunity is good right now. Maintain all the regulations and definitely we are going to overcome this problem, this challenge.
Narrate.
We've also started our shooting. Of course, we are shooting with some new guidelines, the new normal as we know of it now, keeping our faces covered as much as possible and not touching our face too much whenever and wherever with our hands, and of course like maintaining social distance. To say if we are facing a challenge working in these new guidelines, yes, to some extent we are, because I don't think any one of us ever expected. All of us are slowly getting used to that, and we are adjusting ourselves to the new guidelines and everything. And as much as staying safe is important, working is also important. Differences pre and post lockdown shooting: go and rehearse our lines with each other, standing very close or sitting very close to each other. We have to almost shout at each other, talk very loudly even if we are rehearsing lines. So yes, these are the things that have changed pre lockdown and post lockdown. Talking about scripts and themes, I don't feel at all that they are compromising on the script or the theme or or the storyline. Nothing. Keep the creativity alive, and creation can happen in many different ways. The positive aspects of shooting post lockdown in the new normal, as I said, that we human beings, we really don't know what lies beneath us until and unless cover it. I think the positive aspects of shooting post lockdown is what we can do even if we have obstacles before us, how well we can overcome obstacles, how well we can manage extremities or overcome hindrances and still move ahead successfully, strongly. A special message for all the listeners of All India Radio would be what I started saying, that please stay safe. Please stay at home as much as possible. These are really, really testing and difficult times. But don't worry, don't lose hope, don't become depressed, and be there for people, be there for each other even before a situation like that comes up. It is very, very important to be good human beings, to be better human beings, and I think these times has taught us that the better we will be for each other and the better we will survive. Please be there for each other, and also please be there for yourself. Yourself, save others.
And
Format has definitely impacted in these recent times. Due to COVID-19, as you all know that television or films is illusion of reality. So whatever is happening in real life is what we are portraying in real life. Though this new normal is a challenge, and the aspect of making is also evolving with the change. We are trying to set examples of how we can actually handle this challenge. Like for example, we cannot touch a person or we cannot choreograph any scene in close proximity. So this is as a whole is like providing a new method of working, which we can say the old wine in a new bottle. Pre and post lockdown shoot has definitely brought lot of changes, like cannot have any eating sequence like before because the food can't be brought from outside. Also romantic scenes as a whole has drastically changed in the thought process of people because we have to shoot the on-screen romance. Keep it in mind the social distance. I would like to say we would stay always positive in this time, think innovative on the script and try to invent to recreate the method and approach of shooting as a process differently. Let's all hope that this all settles and at the end of line we have find more creation, innovation and newness to us and in our industry. So if they could, hopefully we can also do the same in the upcoming future. Lastly, special message I would say, we need to be positive, believe in team game, and the entire viewership I would say hopefully we will win against this in our near future.
yes, friends, in these troubled times, all we can do is hope for better days, keep smiling, and be the reason of smile and joy for many. That's exactly what Tollywood industry is trying to do for us by risking their lives and working in such pandemic times. Isn't it? We are also very privileged to have with us Deboshri Mukherjee, the very beautiful radio jockey turned actress, an anchor, voiceover artist, and a face familiar with shows like Sampurna, Shera Pujo, and many more.
Being an entertainer as a voice artist, we are facing lots of, in general, an unprepared way of livelihood. Shooting on the set with mask and extreme consciousness, creating an impact on expression towards the audience. Even it really affect on breathing while saying a long script at a glance. As we all have to work with full possessiveness in COVID-19, our stage cleaning team has been working and investing in coming back stronger than ever to make sure that we have hygienic backup. We deserve to keep our studio rolling. As an actress, I found that I really miss the extensive theatrical exhibition, as the shooting takes place in many places around the world in a range of economic, social, using variety of technologies and cinematic techniques, which was our pre-shooting scenario, which is absolutely absent in the post-lockdown arena. While shooting few scenes which was quite easier to express, like romance, warmth, love, really hit a back because of the social distancing. Every negativity has its positive effects too. We have learned to live hygienic living, washing hand often, sanitizing, not to use outside food or water, carrying homemade food, consuming lots of water. I must say to all the listeners that we shall overcome any crucial situation where we fight together, we own, and that we will with three weapons: mask, social distancing, and positive thinking. Rabindranath Tagore said, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. We must remember our Tagore and live our life happily ever after.
Last 14 to 15 years, I am working for film industry as a makeup artist. But last 4 months, all the shooting floor has been closed. After talking with government, some portion of shooting has started. Get the chance for makeup. Other 2 makeup artists have to stay outside the room. Also, we compromise with the salary. This is a one-side picture, and the another side is there are thousands of technicians who are staying in their room in this time. They don't pay it. They have family. They also have some responsibility. But sometimes heart so the government will help them. We have 25 lakh insurance, but at the end of the day, we don't get any kind of help. I just want we all should get chance to work. All the bad this will end one day. Let hope for the best.
No doubt, our on-screen actors, directors, let's hope and pray for that day when we shall surely overcome this crisis together. You were listening to Horizon, the Tolly spirit of the new normal. Interviews and narration by Sukanya Banerjee. Edited by Suranjan Das. Produced by Ononna Mojumdar.